Hello to my beautiful, wonderful family of light, you courageous beings who are here on the earth with me at this time. Thank you for being here. It is a pleasure to be walking the earth with you here during these times of upheaval. Our birth is but a sleep and a forgetting. The soul that rises with us is our life star. Hath elsewhere its setting and cometh from afar. Not in entire forgetfulness, and not in utter nakedness, but trailing clouds of glory do we come from God, who is our home. Heaven lies about us in our infancy. Shades of the prison house begin to close upon the glowing boy. But he beholds the light, and whence it flows, he sees it in his joy. The youth who daily further from the east must travel, still is nature's priest, and by the vision splendid is on his way attended. At length the man perceives it die away, and fade into the light of common day. That's a poem by William Wordsworth, and it epitomizes what I believe us to be here on the earth. We are here to be expressions of God in physical form. We're here to express the love, the freedom, the abundance, thriving, happy, healthy, whole, complete beings, complete individuals. Why do I call you family, beings of light? It is because we are that expression of God, each one of us. We are family. There's no separation between us except what's in our minds. And our minds cause me to ask you, and I have asked myself over and over again, where did I come from? Why am I here? What are my expectations, desires, and where did my judgments come from? These are things that are formed through our associations with our families, with our teachers, friends, neighbors, some people that we deem to be enemies. We didn't come from that. We were born whole beings, whole. Our DNA has God genes within it. Our genetic structure is only partially human. So this carbon-based unit is the physical that you see. It is the person before you. What you cannot see but lies within us is what we have forgotten at our birth, that sleep and forgetting. The soul that rises with us is our life star. It's our job to get back to remembering that. And with the veil of forgetfulness that we have to overcome, excuse me, got a little wind shift over there. With the veil of forgetfulness that we pass through, it makes it, I would say, our greatest challenge to rise above that. We didn't come here to lie, cheat, steal, let our desires overcome our reason. We didn't come here to covet anyone's husband, wife, belongings, automobiles, any of their stuff. We didn't come here to be envious or jealous. We didn't come here for any of those. We didn't come here to kill. We didn't come here to be angry, upset, or frustrated, resentful, to want to perpetrate harm upon any being or any creature upon this earth. We came here to be expressions of God, and each time that we deviate from that path, we know it. There's something about our structure that tells us that this is not a comfortable thing for us to be doing. When people are bullied, now there's such a big thing as cyberbullying, and some of that stuff goes viral. Why do we buy into that? Thinking that way of being. It isn't fun for anyone, and it isn't fun for us to watch the victim being beat down, being beat to a pulp, really. Some of these things cause individuals to go so far as to want to leave the earth, and indeed many do commit suicide. We didn't come here to do that or be that. We came here to love, guard, protect, to be peacekeepers, good stewards of each other and our neighbors and our fellows that we walk this earth with. Somehow or other, we've gotten ourselves into a place where we no longer know what's right and what's wrong. We no longer trust that little guidance system that is always with us, always nudging us along. We did not come here to abuse, and we're confused. Now we're confused. We came here to be beings of light, guardians and good stewards of the planet. We didn't come here to leave our trash on the streets. We didn't come here to throw our cigarette butts on the ground. We didn't come here to drink ourselves silly. We didn't come here to hit another person or chastise them. And we didn't come here to harm. Just to repeat that word, we did not come here to harm anyone or anything. I have traveled across the U.S. and in Mexico and Canada a fair bit, and I am aware that the indigenous people have a great reverence. In fact, I have some indigenous roots in me that are not that old. My grandfather was the son of a Native American, I'll say American, we're not sure of the origin, and an Irish woman. And so there's, I have, for whatever reason, I feel like I'm a product of the world. I think we all are. I think we come from, our roots are not where we think they are. Our main roots are from heaven, and we are here at the will of our Father, and is up to us to ignite our will, to align ourselves with that energy. I've talked a lot about energy and how our thoughts and feelings can lift us up, let us down, and and our words can harm or elevate and heal. We are here to be healing machines. We're here to help each other along. If you fall down, I want to lift you up and dust off your knees. I don't want to be the one who caused you to trip and stumble. We do that well enough on our own. So why are we angry, resentful, wanting to perpetrate harm, wanting to have a need to harm anyone that gets in our way, harm anyone that doesn't agree with us, that doesn't share our philosophies or beliefs. Where did our beliefs come from? Where do you have that desire that wants to perpetrate harm because somebody perpetrated harm upon you? When those things first happen, then I'll just say children have no coping mechanism. They're supposed to be protected and loved. And as we grow older, if that doesn't happen, we begin to build up strong barriers and beliefs, and then begin making decisions around those beliefs and events in our lives that have caused us to stray from the reality of who we truly are, which is a divine spark of God. We are here at the will of our Father. Edgar Casey was asked one time who was Jesus the Christ, and I really love all religions. In all the studies that I've done, all religions lead back to one place, and that is that there is a God, your God, whatever your interpretation is, but that God is over all of us, and that we have that genetic structure within us. You're not. You may have had things happen to you. I think probably most of us have had abuses and situations in which we were harmed that we didn't understand and did not know how to cope with, and began building up barriers. I'm here to ask you today to stop and begin choosing love, choosing peace, choosing harmony. Take a deep breath. Learn to meditate. In meditation, we're really quieting our minds, our thoughts, our feelings, that inner thing that says, no, I can't let that happen to you because you were dumped in high school, and we're going to avoid any close, intimate relationships now because of that, or your husband left you, or your wife left you, or your dad beat the crap out of you, or drank himself silly and then beat everyone that he could get within reach. Those are things we've shared because we belong to God's collective children. We share that. There's no separation between us. When harm is perpetrated on you, it's perpetrated upon me. And I have a sensitivity towards the energetics on this planet and what's going on with them. I know when the children are suffering. I know when you have stumbled and fallen and need a voice of reason, or someone to put their arms around you, to hug the child, to hug the teenager, to hug the young person in the wrong job, to hug the husband or wife who can't see their way clearly to do the right thing, to find their way out of the woods. It's too dark. That's why I'm here. I love you all dearly. I say that with all sincerity, that you have forgotten the truth of who you are. I would like to remind you, and I'm talking directly to the souls within your body. And if you feel a little vibration or a little tingling, or get a tingling in your spine, then the truth of who you are is speaking directly to you. So know that you're not alone. You are here to step up, You're here to forgive. You are here and to forgive yourself, not only others, but yourself. You are here to love unabashedly, unashamed, and to trust yourselves to do the right thing. You are here to be a child of God and to allow your will for that to come through. I started to tell you and then forgot. Edgar Casey was asked, who was Jesus the Christ? Well, the answer was, and I have to paraphrase this because I don't recall the entire reading word for word, but the answer was, Jesus the man was the pattern. And think about it for a moment. And I'll let me say the whole reading first. Jesus the man was the pattern. Christ is the knowledge imprinted on man's mind, awaiting his will to remember we're one with God. So let's break that down a little bit. Jesus the man was the pattern. If you want to make something, let's say you want to build a house, you follow a blueprint. That's a pattern. If you want to make a dress, you follow a pattern. And maybe you're so skilled at it now you don't need a pattern, but your mind and the logic remembers the skill. And the will is the pattern. Christ is the knowledge. I call that conscious awareness. The knowledge that's imprinted on the mind is what we rely on to be who we were designed to be. You're relying on what you have evolved into based on likely situation and events in your life, some of them good, some of them not so good, to have made decisions. But being the knowledge that's imprinted there by Christ, the God code within you, means that there's a consciousness of who you really are. And it is awaiting the will of man to remember we're one with God, means that you have to consciously make the choice, the decision or the choice to remember we are one with God. Since we're all a part of God, we are one with each other. We are one with this planet, every living thing on it. Everything that we need has been placed here by God for our benefit, not for our amusement to destroy or to harm. We're not here to trash this planet. We're here to utilize with joy all the benefits, abundance, and gifts that have been placed here. So I hope that with this you'll go back, listen to the poem, Our Sleep is But a Forgetting. The fact that you've forgotten who you are does not change or alter the fact that you are a soul, God's soul, having this experience, awaiting your will to remember this and to begin acting as if. I love you this much and more. Like it, share it, and subscribe. The subscribing is what helps this channel to grow and for us to continue our walk together on this earth. Thank you for being here. I will see you next time. Bye.